Okay, so these were somewhat longer talks. Now we move to the short testimonials. We have to really strictly keep the timing, otherwise we will not be leaving here before tonight. And the first one, and he will be very difficult to contain in time, is Yale. Yale, where are you somewhere? Oh yes, he's coming. So Yale is a very good friend of this community. He knows Matteo very well, Barcelona very well. He has been teaching at the summer school, giving keynotes, so everybody knows Yale. He arrived at the conference this week, and all of a sudden there was a whole swarm of people around Yale because nobody expected him to show up, but he was there. You have 5 minutes, Yale.
So I'm the token American, I guess. So do I need the mic? That's the first question. Up in the back. Can you hear me or not? Use the mic. The trouble is that the mic has an echo, and I guess we'll live with it. So getting me to stand up and speak has never been a problem. Getting me to shut up and sit down, that's a problem. So we'll see what Kuhn does about that. So HiPEAC, I enjoyed the photos that I guess Matteo showed earlier today. The founders of HiPEAC, I knew long before they founded HiPEAC. Manolis, I remember as a PhD student in the 80s. Stamatis, my brother Stamatis, attended a tutorial that I was giving at ISCA in Santa Margherita Liguri, and he was standing by the side while these clowns were arguing with me, and finally he went up to them and he said, "Would you please shut up? Dr. Patt was trying to teach you something," and a bond was formed. Matteo, who I met because one of his students, Tony Juan, decided that it was important for me to meet Matteo, and it was important for Matteo to meet me. And little did I realize that I'd be coming to Barcelona, except for COVID, every year for the last 20 plus years. So who have I left out now? I got, Per. Per I met at a week in Quizo, which is a village in the southern part of France, not far from Toulouse. And we were there to teach a summer school that Daniel Lettez, a beautiful human being. In fact, that's one of the things I've noticed about HiPEAC, is it attracts beautiful human beings. Not beauty in skin deep beauty, but beauty in giving and generous and paying attention to the young people who haven't developed their careers yet. And Lettez was one of those. He passed away long before his time. And I met him in the 1994, I guess it was. So all this was before HiPEAC was formed. And I can remember when they got together and formed HiPEAC, and it's been an incredible ride ever since. I particularly enjoyed the photo of Nacho. I don't know how many of you knew Nacho, but Nacho was the prince of beautiful human beings. And unfortunately, he also is not with us anymore. In fact, it seems like every year, more and more people are no longer with us. You know, Arvind passed away last June. One of my colleagues at Texas in the U.S., but Matteo insists it's really in northern Mexico, okay, because he's given Texas back to the Mexicans. We've just elected this character to be the president of the United States, and he claims he's going to turn the Gulf of Mexico into the Gulf of America, which means we need to get him in touch with Matteo so Matteo can straighten them out. You know? I've had a more than casual acquaintance with HiPEAC. I was general chair of HiPEAC the year it was in Pisa. In fact, there was another photo that I enjoyed, was the a picture of Antonio Prete. And you all know what Prete's first name was. Not Antonio, that was his middle name. Cosimo Antonio Prete. Pisa is part of a country called Southern Italy, right? As opposed to Christina, who's from a country called Northern Italy. And if you don't know the difference between Northern Italy and Southern Italy, you've got some education to be done. I've also taught at the summer school, which is one of the wonderful things that is made available to students to be able to come for a week and learn. Actually, where the learning goes on is not in the lectures. Now, I don't know how many of you have taught at summer school, and I may be enlightening you improperly, but the lectures is just an excuse to get the professor to talk. The learning goes on at the lunches and the dinners where you sit and eat and meet with various people and share ideas. And the summer school is now going on for, let's see, the first one was 2005. And actually, Matteo picked the quote, teachers for that one. And some of the teachers, Per was one of the teachers at that one. Avi was, I just woke you up. Avi was sound asleep until he heard his name, and then he wakes up. Right? So Avi, I think, was the highest rated teacher among the students who went to the summer school in 2005. So I've been involved in the summer schools. I've been involved in being chairman of, I was co-chairman actually with one of Prete's students, Piero Francesco Foglia, when it was held in Pisa. So that's not too bad, I think, for the token American to be part of your conference. You've got a rare collaboration or connection of people here in Europe, and you don't have to take a backseat to the U.S. at all when it comes to research in computing. You're at least an equal partner, and I'm delighted to be a part of it, and I'll see you.